What's up, guys? Welcome back to the garage. So right now we're on our way to go see if we can pick up these tires. I ordered brand new tires for the front of the 15x8 wheels that I picked up on the last video, in hopes that this will help me maintain a little bit of no wheel spin. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I really bought them also because since we are going to the track, I'll need them there because I don't have slicks, in all honesty. So if I'm front wheel drive or if I'm all wheel drive, I think it'll still be beneficial because it's a wider wheel and it'll help me maintain a little bit more grip patch on the wheel itself. Alrighty guys, so we're about to just pull up in a little bit. We're about like 3 minutes away. Just exited the freeway, so hopefully, these slicks will work. I'm hoping that this will help me maintain a little bit of more traction and just not slip like I've been slipping, like, in all honesty. I've just been spitting. Man, I actually went the wrong way. We actually round up right in front of the goddamn police station, which I ain't trying to be at. So it's actually across the street. So hopefully, like I said, everything will go right with these wheels. Hopefully these tires will work out and hopefully they will be able to handle the power, man. So let's get it. Alrighty guys, so we got them now, so now we're good. So let's go ahead and head back home, see if we can grab the two wheels and see if we can get them mounted. Kind of thinking, in all honesty, if I should actually mount them onto the Mugens, because I am running the Mugens, you get what I'm saying? So kind of a thought process, because by the time we go to IFO, the car should be all-wheel drive. I got news. I should be meet up with Brandon tomorrow if all goes good, and I should be able to slap in the diff here in the next couple of days. So kind of thinking, guys. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Had to walk a little ways to get them. So what do you guys think? Mugens? Or should I throw them on the 15x8 wheels that I originally bought them for? So I thought I have a wider wheel in front, wider grip, more traction. I don't know. We'll go ahead and see when we get home right now. Alrighty guys, so we just got home not too long ago, and I went upstairs to change real quick because I really want to try to get something done today aside from just picking up tires. Something I want to try to do is, you guys seen on the previous videos, I ended up going to Whitfield to go pick up a belly pan. I picked one up for me, Jose. I still got to do his, but I'm going to do mine today to see how it gets done, how it should be done, and get the idea of it, because I've never installed one. I've never done one. I know things have to be welded, so that's the reason why I changed it into my other sweater. These are the brackets that we got to weld on. These are the metal ones, and these are aluminum ones. So these have to get welded onto the belly pan also. So just want to be on the safe side. I want to be cautious, know how it all mounts, so that way we're 100% set and good. Because I still have to install Jose's here next on the next video probably. But I really want to get the hang of it, like I stated. So let's go ahead, lift up the car, get that ready, and see how we're going to fit this belly pan, because it is going to have to be modified, as the car is all-wheel drive and also it does have a full exhaust. So some of the notching on the pan itself is going to have to be made. So I want to get all that done in this video and hopefully get it fitted up and get it done on this one so we can move on to Jose's on the next video. Alright guys, so I did go up on the bottom of the car right now, and I kind of mocked it up in the front just to give me a little bit of insight of where everything needs to go. The belly pan, unfortunately, is going to have to be modified, as I stated. So I went underneath the car, and this is the area from here to here that's going to have to be modified. We're going to have to pretty much cut down, cut all the way across, and bring it up. I'm not sure how it's going to work. Where I marked it from was the edge of the transmission, because it is interfering with the transmission on this side. So this has to come down, come around, and cut around to this side where the exhaust is at. So we're going to have to modify it, just because, again, as I stated right now, I want you guys to see it firsthand. On the bottom of my car where I'm modifying it from is from this section, where that way it can go up a little bit higher, come around this way, and that way it can clear a little bit of here. So that way, instead of it being at a slant downward, sorry for the light, let me go to move that real quick. So instead of the pan being at a slant, I want it to tuck up, so that way it will be higher and almost the same height as the exhaust. When we raced it last time with the exhaust, no issues whatsoever. It cleared and it worked. So that is the reason why we are going to have to modify this now to fit. So let me go ahead, get my grinder ready so we can chop it across, and we can start figuring out where it's all going to mount. Alrighty guys, so as you guys see me right now, I ended up marking out what I think is going to take to pretty much get it to fit a little bit more appropriate. These are universal pans. They're not made specifically for a K series with a full exhaust. Jason does state that on his website that modifications are going to be needed if you're all-wheel drive because of the transfer, or yeah, the transfer case, and then also the exhaust if you're running full exhaust like I am. So modifications are going to be needed, so I was okay with that. Paid the price, and it's an awesome product, man. I can't knock it. Jason does really great work, as you guys seen in the video. And what's there for me to talk shit about? Nothing at all, man. Being 100% genuine. Just really stoked to be able to have this now so we can get it installed onto the car, and that way we're a step closer for the IFO prep. There's a few more things I got to do, but it's nothing really major. So I'm gonna notch it out. Like I said, I'm gonna get the grinder ready, get that done. I'm gonna turn on the radio, get to business, you know, get in the groove and make things happen, man. So follow along, and let's get this installed.
What we do here is go back.
So I've been making a mess. I've been going at it for like 45 minutes, give or take. Have a shitload of shavings everywhere, but it is what it is, right? We want to make sure this fits as best as possible. I had to continue modifying it a little bit. We still have maybe about a quarter of an inch, a little bit more than that, all around on this surface. Up here we have a lot of surface still. So this is where the transfer case sits at. So basically it has to get notched in order for the pan to actually sit correctly underneath. I've been going back and forth for like the last 45 minutes, an hour underneath the car trying to get it perfect, because again, I want to try to do it as best to my capabilities as possible so it can catch majority of it. Some people will probably sit there and say cutting that much off isn't going to capture a lot of it, but it still will capture majority of it. You got to think about it. It's oil that mainly will happen. You will get some coolant here and there, but at the end of the day, the point of it is to capture majority of it. Alrighty guys, so I took a quick break real quick, just got back to the garage. What I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to disconnect the ECU because I need to figure out where we need to weld everything at. And I don't want to chance welding onto the car and it frying out my ECU. So make sure if you guys are welding on your guys' car or whatever it is, please guys, disconnect your guys' ECU, cut your power off or whatever you got to do, so that way you avoid all interference and all back purging, I guess, or I forget what it's called, man. But yeah, take it off, make sure your ECU is good, that way you don't damage it and we don't have no issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue mocking up. I'm gonna put the jack underneath and see where we need to grind on the front traction bar and also the rear subframe. I kind of got a marking on the belly pan already back here. This is where I marked that right here. So this is in between the rear arm or the front arm, or the front lower control arm. This is where it's kind of marked at, in between that subframe area. So I kind of want to get it centered in there on both sides, but we still got to mock up the front, grind the front, and see where it all needs to go, so we know 100% where it gets mounted to on this traction bar right here. So let's go ahead and check it out one more time before we start welding up. All right guys, so we got the belly pan mocked up with the jack underneath. Again guys, this is my first time ever installing the belly pan. I've never installed one, I've never put one on a car, and I'm learning. So this is something very, very new to me, and bear with me guys, as I am taking my time, just because I want to make sure I get the fitment right. And I don't want to put on such a nice product just looking like shit, you get what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to make the best out of it and make it look well and perform well, and that way it'll stay on the track, because again, that's the main worry. But for the most part, we have everything pretty much mocked up. You can see the belly pan right there. It is held up with the jack right now, so all I really need to do is put the two tabs that come along. I'll show you guys that right now. Put the two tabs in the center, so that way they lock in under here. And then from the back end, let me go ahead and slide my fat ass, roly-poly ass down on the bottom of this car. I really need to invest in a quick jack or some shit, because I'm fat, bro, and I don't fit under the cars like this. But you can see how we got the clearance. This is still going to come down a very little bit, and I can still grind it after we get everything welded. But there, it is clearanced here. This is where we needed the clearance at. And then, as I stated, for the back of the transfer case, up here is where we needed to also clearance. Let me move back a little bit. We had to clearance under here because of the underneath. Still has a lip. And then up here on this side, we had to clearance it because of the transfer case going here to the trans. But it follows the groove, you can clearly see. And what I'm thinking about mounting, the mounting points is, let me go ahead and bring this back up, is that this section of the frame right here of the rack and pinion, the subframe, is, I'm thinking about pretty much putting the tab here and covering it up on top. I just got to mark it where it's at and then tack weld it on here first, put it back up, and see how we got to mark it with the marker, so we know the angle it needs to be at on both sides. But nonetheless, it is coming out, guys. So again, all right guys, so now next step is we got to grind this area here on the traction bar itself. I'm probably going to mount the tabs here in the middle somewhere, just because it'll be easier to get to, and that way it'll hold up the leverage of it. And then back here, as I stated, the frame, we're going to have to notch here or grind some of this off, because it will reach. We just got to grind a little bit here, and then I'll paint it so that way it won't rust. Unfortunately, I did powder coat it, but it is what it is. We need this belly pan on, and we got to make the sacrifices to get it on there, because if not, it's not going to weld, and it's going to weld like shit. So let's go ahead and grind that real quick, and then mock up the belly pan again. We'll tack up the plates. If you guys don't know what the plates look like, actually I didn't show you guys, but these are the plates that we're going to be using. So these are the ones that go to the back. This is for the aluminum, these are steel, metal, so same thing here. So we just got to tack it and pretty much start welding it up and make sure we're golden as far as how far we need it to go. We're going to have to go towards the edge of the traction bar, so that way it goes in the middle and we can access those pins there. They do screw out with the flat hit, so it will be self-locking. You can see the way the pin is there, how basically it slides in flat, and then as you twist it, it locks in. So yeah, let's go ahead and grind this and get it started.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared?
Alright guys, so we got some booger welds on it for now. Just tacked. I've never tacked weld standing up, so hopefully they'll hold on for now. This is just tacked because I wanted to put it onto the front so we can mount the front on first. We'll take it off and then we'll start doing the back part once I mark the other plates out, because again, it's the same style plate and everything, so they're a little bit longer, so we have a little bit more lenience to move them around. So on the front they're really short, so it takes up the little real estate that's in it, but they should do for now. They should be able to work. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the clips back on it, let it go up. I'm gonna pull my welder out, my MIG welder, and tack the other plates to it, so we should be good on that. Alrighty guys, so I didn't record me welding. I suck at MIG welding, I suck at TIG welding. I'm still, you know, I'm gonna learn. I've stopped welding for a long time and I gotta get back on it, man. I'm not gonna fucking lie, because this is honestly disgusting. But we got this section pretty much welded up. I gotta throw some coat of paint on it. You can see the tabs are locked in, so I gotta weld the rest of that. But pretty much that's the front. Now I gotta concentrate on the rear section of it. So as I stated, I'm gonna have to make the mounts right here and pretty much touch this. So I'm gonna weld the mount on right there right now, kind of tack it on. Same thing over there, kind of get an idea of it. I'm gonna mark it on the aluminum, take the aluminum piece back off, and then try to see what we can get done, because I'm just trying to finish this up as fast as I can right now, so that way I can do whatever I got to do today with the kids and the wife and everything. So I'm trying to get this out of the way, because tomorrow I got Jose's car coming in also. So let's go ahead and continue, guys. All right guys, so I know you guys want to know little updates and stuff like that, but of welding. You guys, I don't know if you guys want to see me weld, but I didn't weld. I mean, I welded, but I didn't video it. But we got the tabs all mounted up, at least welded onto the frame back there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those off, take the aluminum pan off, and then start welding that up and getting that all situated. So pretty much the pan is gonna be fully finalized almost at that point. I just gotta throw paint onto the brackets and then take it off with the clips and all that, and then pretty much it's all locked in. It looks like it's pretty smooth and it looks like it's going flat. It's a little bit lower than, unfortunately, than the lip itself, but we're gonna see how high it is and how low it is, I guess you can say, when the car is down. It is pretty much touching the pan, which is what I was told to do from Jason. Put it up towards the pan a little bit, let it touch, and then from there we'll modify it, which is what I did all the modifications from. But everything looks pretty solid from there. I just gotta weld up the tabs to the belly pan and then rebolt it up, get a final video, remove the jack, and see how it fully is locked in. So let's get to it, guys. All right guys, all welded up as you guys seen. Now we're pretty much golden. I just looked at it and everything, and we have the clearance that we need. I ended up clearancing the back end, so you can see everything is on there. It's fully solid, mounted, locked in. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna put the wheel back on, bring it back down to the floor, and see how we're looking. Well, moment of truth, guys. Let's see how this belly pan clears. Hey, we got some clearance, guys. So you guys can see, look at the clearance it has. It has about a good 6 inches, 7 inches, give or take. It looks like it's willy. It really lined up well. It's
flowing, so we should be perfectly fine. And now we're set to go, guys. We're pretty much ready now for IFO. And I'm too fat to get up right now, so I'm not gonna get up at this moment. I'm gonna sit here and admire my work. Just shooting the shit, bro. But I'm happy the way it came out. I'm happy, I'm stoked. We're closer. I'm thinking once I air down a little bit of PSI, even if it's to 25 PSI, I think we will be perfectly fine. And I think we should be golden as far as it clearing for the track. Because I'm not gonna be doing burnouts, so you're not gonna see like the whole car lift up and drop like you see people with slicks. So I'm hoping, I know we'll be good, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up today's video. And guys, I'm not sure if I showed you guys this on the last video. I don't remember. But man, do these things come in freaking clutch. This thing just connects to your battery, man. As you see, that's what I've been using. I've been using it all day. I've been out here since 9 o'clock in the morning. And don't get me wrong, it's taken me a long time just to do this shit. Because again, I've never done this. It's 3:28, man. And I just finished it up. And honestly, I'm happy. I'm proud of the way it came out. For the first time ever installing a belly pan. For some people, it's gonna be like, you know what, it's not that hard to do. But for me, you gotta understand, I'm new to a lot of this stuff, especially installing and welding. And even like right now, MIG welding was a pain in the ass for me, just because I haven't MIG welded in over, honestly, a year and a half, 2 years. And I really need to get my ass back on it. I need to make myself a jig so that way I can practice my welding and practice my beads, so that way they can lay down really good, and that way we don't have the booger welds. But at the end of the day, I'm stoked we are able to get the belly pan on the car. It's one step closer to IFO. The next thing that I really need to worry about now for the car is honestly spark plugs, making sure that I have extra axles, which I do. I got to get a new front set of axles on order so that I can have those just in case anything does happen. But as far as the car itself, the car is pretty much dialed in as far as being ready. There's the slicks I got to get installed onto the wheels. I'm debating whether I should buy a new set of wheels so that I can throw them on there and use them more of like on a daily purpose, you know what I'm saying, or a track purpose, or when I run on the when I do roll racing. It's kind of that thing just to be curious to try it out. But either way, I'm happy the way everything came out. I'm stoked that we're actually able to finish the belly pan and get all that situated. Yes, it took a little bit of time, but I'm proud of it, and I'm really, really happy of the outcome. And huge shout out to Jason for, again, awesome product. Welds really good. Just my welding rods that I have here have contamination, unfortunately. It's the same rods, if you guys remember, with Dana. I sent some to Dana and those were contaminated. So it's the same thing here. Bunch of clear coat, some paint residue on them, and that's what I'm using, unfortunately. I should have cleaned them. I was lazy, I'm not gonna lie, and we learned from our mistakes. So now I think I'm gonna actually clear every single one of them with a little bit of steel wool and get it all finessed. Next thing, actually, I did forget. Next thing we do need to get, which I'm gonna be probably getting over this weekend, is the rear differential. Get the rear differential, get that put in, get it locked in, and from there, the car will pretty much be dialed in. I am gonna diagnose the extra fuel pump in the back just to make sure we're golden on that. And if everything is good with that, we'll put the surge pump back in, surge tank back in, get the other pump connected, and that way we can have it ready for IFO. A few more things just to get done, but at the end of the day, we're closer, and we're closer every single time we work on it. But pretty much, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video, and if you guys did, please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the whole process of installing it, the modifications and everything needed for it. And honestly, guys, stay tuned for more, because we got a little bit more coming in, and hopefully in the next week we should have our built motor here back in the garage. So we'll see how all that goes. But with that being said, guys, again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.